Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Dawson, case number TRC 242138, ABC, D and E.
And let's see, you got a lawyer, Mr. Smith, Tyler Smith?
He's scheduled to be here, but I'm not sure if he's here yet.
Tyler Smith here yet?
Haven't seen him yet, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Dawson, just have a seat. Your lawyer is scheduled to be here. When he gets here, we'll recall him.
I'll reach out to him, Judge.
It's Christopher Dawson. That's the name.
State of Ohio versus Jason R. McClure, case number CRB 181342.
Okay, this was set for sentencing on January the 3rd. You got a bond up with Mr. Sowards. And the bond's been paid. It seems like I remember looking at this. There was some question about a final report. You were at Riverside Recovery.
Yes, sir. I was there for like three and a half years. I haven't been in like over a year.
I don't have a final report from them. And Mr. Gwynn is here, but he left on an overdose.
Yes. What was his name on call?
It is Jason R. McClure. Okay, so if you'll just have a seat, we'll hopefully get a report on that. We'll recall you.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Justin Wells, case number TRD 242319. Justin Wells.
He is in jail.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll recall once we go to the jail on teleconferences.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Eplin, case number CRB 23589, A and B.
This is Mr. Morford's case.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. This is a case that was set for Monday, I believe, but the court was closed on Monday. She's at Hometown Recovery.
Thank you.
It's a good report. How are you feeling, Ms. Eplin?
Have one question.
Okay.
When do you think I could possibly take my ankle monitor off?
When you could possibly what?
Take my ankle monitor off.
Ankle monitor, okay. Well, let's see what the provider is. No, okay. I was going to comment, you look really good. I mean, tremendous difference in your appearance from when you first came in. So you're doing really good. So I don't want you to be discouraged, but I also don't want you to fail. And as I recall, we've had problems with you not staying in treatment. So I don't think we're ready yet. Here's what I want to be convinced of before I take the ankle monitor off: that you're going to stay. You're not going to leave as soon as, because I've had people do that. When I take the ankle monitor off, then they leave treatment. And I don't, you really need this. You're really benefiting from it. I can just look at you and see how much better off you are. But it's got to become what you want, not what I want. So when I'm convinced that you're going to stay there because it's what's best for you, then I'm going to take the ankle monitor off.
I'm not going anywhere soon.
Well, so far nobody's ever told me they're going to take the ankle monitor off. But I have had people cut the ankle monitor off, even though they say they won't. And I know we had that conversation. They go to prison for cutting the ankle monitor off. That's a big, big no-no. Because the adult probation gets really steamed about people cutting their ankle monitor off, and then they insist on the most serious charges possible being filed on that and make an example. So I don't want that to happen to you either. So you're not thinking about cutting an ankle monitor, are you? No, don't do it. You got to stay in treatment.
3 years in prison.
Yeah, I don't want to spend 3 years in prison.
Yeah, You're doing good. I want you to be encouraged. You're really doing good. I want you to continue. In some point, I am going to take your ankle monitor off, but not yet. Okay? Not yet. So let's come back. Let's make it, we don't even need to wait a month. We'll come back and look. Mr. Morford, how about the 3rd of February?
I am here then, Your Honor.
February 3rd is going to be your next hearing.
10 o'clock.
And that'll be a pretrial, on the pretrial line.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, good job. Keep it up. Don't get discouraged. You're doing the right thing.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Kara Hearn, case number CRB 2381.
This is Mr. Stratton's case, and it is on the docket for Monday.
Yes.
She's at Bethesda.
Your Honor, I wasn't aware she was on the docket today. She's compliant with all services, does excellent in the program, continues to be clean, so she's doing good.
Good job.
Thanks.
So,
She hasn't had any problems for a long time. I don't know what the court's intentions are going forward, but she's done very well. Rocky at first, but now it's
my initial inclination is just to keep her under supervision of the court, but maybe space out the hearings further so she doesn't have to come back as often. But, I mean, I want to encourage her. She's doing really well. But we know that the longer people are in recovery, the better the chances are they're going to stay in recovery. So I want to see you be successful long term, not just over the short term. So why don't we make it the end of February for the next year?
Yes, that'll work.
The very last day of February is the 28th.
28th will work, Your Honor.
February 28th is the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. That'll be for sentencing. It's on the sentencing docket. Okay, we're going to start the pretrial docket. Now, there may be more arraignments coming where the paperwork's not finished. Okay, so if you were told to be here for an arraignment, don't leave, because they're still, they follow the paperwork this morning. There's folks out there in the clerk's office processing it now. As they get it processed, they'll bring the cases out and we'll do the arraignments. Oh, Mr. Smith, you've got a person here.
Mr. Dawson, Mr. Cooper's just told me.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, I don't think he's ready yet.
State of Ohio versus Ole J. Burgess, case number TRC 24-1833. It's Mr. McCown's case. Ole Burgess.
Ole Burgess, Mr. McCown.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Approach. May I approach? I'm sorry.
Yes. You want Mr. Hill up here too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, the request for continuance, the state agrees with to February the 3rd for pretrial. So be rescheduled for February 3rd for pretrial 10 o'clock.
And we'll need the time waiver on that too.
It's on there, Your Honor, I believe.
Defendant waives time constraints during the period of this continuance.
Thank you.
The entry.
State of Ohio versus Justin Holly, case number CRB 24-651.
It's Mr. McCown's case set for pretrial.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I've spoken with Mr. Hill at length about this. We're still doing some discovery back and forth. My understanding is there may be some medical records in this case. They're going to provide those to us. I think currently there are no issues in the discovery. It's just a matter of getting some of that, I think, from the medical providers I think there were some alleged costs that we're going to get from them as well, an analysis of that, because they may be claiming restitution. So if we could do February 3rd again.
All right, the case will be continued to February 3rd for another pretrial at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
James Gibson.
State of Ohio versus Timothy Howard, case number TRC 242216, A and B.
Your Honor, I
Timothy
believe-
Howard.
Yes, Your Honor. He's on Zoom, if we could approach.
All right. And I had made a notation, he can hear by telephone. So you want, go to the school, come back. Yeah, that's fine. Is he gonna go to the one here, or he lives out here? He can go, he can go to anyone that's approved by the state. Okay. All right, it's my understanding from bench conference, the state, this is below the first aid level test. The state's agreeable due to not being strong probable cause for the stop and the low test score. The state would be willing to reduce this to a reckless operation if Mr. Howard goes to the 3-day driver intervention program and successfully completes it. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. It's my understanding that it'd be the two-point reckless on that. Yes, Your Honor.
So he's going to need some time to get that accomplished. When do you think he could have that done?
Your Honor,
And he can go to any program that's approved by the state. The one that's here in Lawrence County is only offered, I don't know that it's offered every month.
certainly. There's currently no driver's license suspension because it was under, so I don't know that we're under any time constraints. If we could push it out a couple months, and then if he successfully completes before then, we could advance the date so that we can take care of it.
Okay, how about in March sometime?
I could have just a moment and get you the potential date, Your Honor. Your Honor, I know I'm out the 14th and 17th. It looks like the 7th I could do,
Why
or
don't we
the,
go toward the end of the month, because I know the one here locally is the first of the month, so if he needs to attend in, maybe we need to make it toward the end of March sometime.
I know I'm going to be out the last week of March, Your Honor.
How about the 31st?
I'm actually flying back in on the 31st.
How about the 21st?
The 21st, I should be able to do, Your Honor.
Okay. March 21st will be the next hearing for Mr. Howard, and that's going to be a pretrial at 10 o'clock, and defendant waives time constraints.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Howard. I'll contact you after court today.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Amanda MacArthur, case number CRB 24737.
This is set for a pretrial today, and it's Mr. McCown's case.
Your Honor, it's my understanding after pretrial discussions that but I believe the victim is okay with a dismissal of it today rather than waiting the 90 days. Part of the issues I think have been there's a child of the parties. There's a protection order here that's, I think, inhibiting some of the stuff. So rather than waiting an additional 30 days to dismiss, my understanding from the prosecution is that he'd be willing to dismiss today.
Mr. Hill?
Well, it's my understanding as well, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So he's willing to do that today, and we think under the circumstances it's appropriate, given the facts of the case and their need to do some parenting, which I think is important.
And that's going to be without, for costs or with costs?
We're not going to ask for costs.
Okay. Case will be nollied at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Bonnie L. Walters, case number CRB 24683. Your Honor, Mr. Ashworth is on Zoom.
All right, Mr. Ashworth is the special prosecutor in this case, except for pretrial. Mr. McCown represents the defendant, Ms. Walters.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I've spoken with Mr. Ashworth a couple times. I think there's still some witnesses I believe he wanted to talk to, or one of the agency personnel that he wanted to talk to when we spoke yesterday that he's been unable to contact. So if that's correct, Mr. Ashworth, and then I think we're just looking at a new date. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I've had some problems with, obviously, with the holidays and weather. Get in touch with some people that I want to talk to determine how to handle this. So if I could have a little bit more time, we probably could reach some type of resolution on this between council, but I'm not currently that far yet. So we just have.
All right, I know Mr. McCown's going to be back on February the 3rd. Is that a good date for you to do this, or when could we reschedule this case?
Let me look real quick, Your Honor. Monday, February the 3rd is fine.
All right, I'll reschedule this for February 3rd, and Mr. Ashworth, you can appear by teleconference. It'll be at 10 o'clock. February 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Jason R. McClure, case number CRB 181342.
Okay, this is a recall on a review. We're looking to see if he completed at RRS.
I spoke with Bobby and he said where it's been so long ago, it may not be in the system anymore. And so he couldn't confirm or deny either way.
Okay. Let me look at the last record we have from them. Yeah, the last one I've got doesn't say that he is completed. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Take a urine screen. If it's clean, you're done.
Yes, sir.
Go do a urine screen.
Thank you, sir.
State of Ohio versus William R. Turner, case number CRB 24653.
It's Mr. Smith's case, Roger Smith, it's pre-trial today.
Judge, this is our second pretrial. We're just not able to resolve the case. I would ask the matter to be sent for a bench trial. Approximately a month out, I could do the 7th or 14th of February if either of those are good dates for a bench trial.
Valentine's Day.
That'll work.
There's already trial set on the 7th, so why don't we do that? February the 14th at noon for trial. Do we need any further pre-trials before then?
Judge, we've had two. I mean, I've got availability in January, never say never, but I could come back maybe a couple weeks before the 31st.
Well, we know the witnesses are going to show up. And
Yes, I don't know about the state.
Well, they've been in contact with us, and so we don't anticipate.
You don't think that's a problem?
I don't think so, unless one of them is in the hospital or something. You know how that happens sometimes. We'll make sure that we know that we can get our witnesses as quickly as possible. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
All right, so I'll just set a trial, February 14th at noon.
Yes, Judge, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus David A. Vance, case number TRC 241921, ABC and D, CRB 24597.
Well, coincidentally, Mr. Hill just mentioned the hospital. I got a call that Mr. Vance broke his wrist coming to court this morning, slipped on ice. He's at St. Mary's, or Scholar Orthopedic. I've asked to get documentation, so if we could pass this.
Mr. Hill?
It's a pre-trial motion to suppress.
So I see that.
Yes.
We're not opposed to, you didn't, have you filed the motion to suppress?
That's one I sent to you. I filed it today, but I sent it to you back
Okay.
a bit ago. You go take a look at it.
Well, do we actually even need him here to pre-trial the motion, or what, is there anything we can do on the motion today without him?
I would
That's
defer to
purely
the-
legal stuff.
Yeah, I would defer to the state.
Oh, I've seen, yeah, I've looked at this. I mean, we would be, we'd want to have a hearing if that's what we need to do. I mean, I think.
So we could maybe just set a hearing on the motion.
Yes, Judge, I think that's correct.
And that's going to require, I assume this is a trooper.
It is a trooper, Judge. Yes, sir.
How about the 3 weeks today, from today for a motion hearing?
Is that
It's the 31st.
Yes, that works for me. Yeah.
Mr. Hill?
Well, we're not opposed to that date, but I'll contact the trooper as soon as possible and find out that he is available on that day. And actually, I think this is one where there might be some other people who witnessed some things. So I'll be gathering all that up today to make sure that we can get them.
All right, at this point, and there's 2 case files here. Are they both related or are they unrelated?
Yes, Judge, there's an endangering children charge as well as the OBI. It's the
Okay,
same.
so they're all the same incident?
Yes, sir.
All right, so put them both on the same date for a motion on hearing to suppress at noon, January 31st.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Colby Brown, case number CRB 24612.
This is Mr. Collersmith's case. It's on the pretrial 90-day docket.
There's a cross filing with this, Victoria Wright.
Victoria Wright?
Yes.
Is Mr. Stratton's case.
State of Ohio versus Victoria Wright, case number CRB 24611.
Thank you.
Okay. You can pay it all. I think the agreement was you pay out, she paid out. Okay. Yeah. Your Honor, we were talking about a 90-day dismissal on this. If court costs are paid, we agreed last time that they would split it. So I think both of them can pay that today.
Yes, and Your Honor, I believe that there haven't been any problems in the last 90 days. In fact, I think they're still in domestic relations court to finalize the divorce, so there won't be more problems in the future.
Mr. Hill, are you still in agreement with that?
If everybody else is, then we are too.
So which one is going to have the cost put on their case? They're going to split it, but
Right.
they have to go on one case.
It just has to be, it's put on your case, but she'll split it with the cost. So that, we can, Ms. Brown can.
All right, so the cost will be assessed against Brown, but both matters will be nolly.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Needs dismissed.
Yep.
See the clerk.
State of Ohio recall Christopher Dawson, case number TRC 242138, A, B, C, D, and E.
This is Mr. Smith's case, except, well, there was a pretrial miss back in December, so it's on the docket for that. It had been a pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor, I talked to Mr. Dawson. He advised me that he actually had the wrong date. I believe it was December 20th was the correct date.
Correct.
He had the wrong date, so we did talk to him about coming in. Unfortunately, Monday, the court was closed, and then he came in today. I didn't know he was coming today, so I would like to have another pretrial set on this one, if possible. So I do have discovery on it. I just need to be able to go with my client.
Okay, let me look at court sketch. The 27th or the 31st are good in January.
27th, Your Honor. 31st, I'm not available.
All right, January 27th, at defendant's request, will be the next hearing. Will be a pretrial at 10 a.m.
State of Ohio recalls the case of McClure, case number CRB 181342.
All right, Mr. McClure, you're finished. Very good. Congratulations. Good screen. Case is done. Go in peace.
Sir, you have a good day.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
This case is completed.
State of Ohio versus J.C. Calvin, case number CRB 24705.
Mr. Stratton's case.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Calvert's at OVP. No, not OVP, I'm sorry. Lawrence County Recovery.
He had been at OVP before.
Yeah. Sorry. Otherwise, my place is mixed up. I apologize for that.
He's in sober living. He's got good screens. Looking for a job now. Right?
Good. Continue in about a month, Your Honor.
What's the state's position on it?
We're okay with continuing it out, and we're encouraged by his progress, hoping he keeps it up.
February 10th?
You might, just 1 second, Your Honor. Next few weeks are kind of crazy. Could we do the 14th, Your Honor?
Yes. February 14th. Pre-trial.
14th, ma'am.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Area Thacker, case number CRB 24756.
A couple more of these will be good.
Mr. Stratton's case set for pre-trial.
Your Honor, this case was set for Monday, and she came in today with everybody else. We'll just ask that this be reset in 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
This is a cross-filing?
Is there a cross-filing?
Yeah, Shane.
Shane Miller? See this? Who's the lawyer on Shane Miller?
Judge, I have him on a couple of different things.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about. Can we talk to him about Sean Allen Miller?
I've got Sean Miller.
Yeah, Shane Miller.
It's Shane.
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 My bad, you must have been wrong.
I don't have a Shane Miller on the docket, I've got Sean Miller on the docket.
The charges say Shane Miller.
I don't have a Shane Miller. Folder or
It would have been,
24/7/58.
It is
What's
set
that?
for today. It doesn't appear, have you appeared before, Mr. Miller?
Yeah, I was here.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I just found it.
Okay, we do have the file.
He does not have an attorney. Case number CRB 24-758, State of Ohio versus Shane Miller.
you been arraigned on that?
No idea. I spoke with him.
Okay, hold on one second.
Yeah, well, we
It
can-
was set for Monday on his case for the pretrial. He's got a bond up
Is that set for this past Monday?
for a pretrial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no attorney noted on the file, and there's not one in the record of the computer either, so.
I had Morford in mind, but
That's, Sean Miller is Morford's.
okay, well, I got Shane Miller here. I'm, I could be
There's a
wrong.
Sean Miller too, but that's Morford's, but this
Is there a
Shane
Sean Miller here today?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a Sean Miller separate. When did you appear on November 24th?
You guys appeared the same day?
No, we
Mr. Miller?
were-
Yeah, that was the same day, Your Honor.
Yeah.
He was with
Okay.
them and you were with me.
I'm not showing any attorney listed.
At that time, I think also they discussed going to counseling at Bethesda. Is that-
Yeah, that's what we've currently been doing.
Okay, where's Taylor? We need Taylor from Bethesda. So you're saying you have been going to counseling?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Good. I was confused on why we were doing like substance abuse counseling, because it's more of like a relationship counseling. Is what we need.
Do you have any, this is the Millers, or he's Miller, I don't know, her name's Packer.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they've been going to Bethesda for some counseling.
Yes.
But I have
These two guys are from, these two stay on.
That's gone now. I just did one yesterday,
Oh, okay.
so.
Okay, it says for her, it's been for anger management and mental health.
She does really well in the program, stays very consistent, makes sure that she makes all of her appointments. So she definitely does what she needs to do.
Yeah, this snowstorm doing group on video call was crazy.
Yeah. And you're doing the couples counseling too now?
Yeah, she told me me and Kristen could start that with Shane in it whenever we're done with anger management.
Oh, okay, all right. So, Your Honor, let's just set it out and allow them to do that couples counseling, and maybe that will satisfy the state.
Well, from what I see in the affidavit, they didn't want to charge us filed anyway, is that right? That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this. Why don't we continue it for 90 days, let you go to counseling. If there's no further problems and the counseling works, we'll just dismiss the charges. Is everybody happy with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, is the counseling helping?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I mean, that's all mine is what I'm doing right now is group, which is for substance abuse, which.
Well, you need to be in with her on some anger management.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will take care of that.
talk to Taylor, she'll get that fixed for you. Okay? So we'll hopefully do something that's more meaningful. Let's go into April. April the 11th, there were no further problems. Cases get dismissed then. Okay?
Thank you.
Good luck.
And Your Honor, I've got time waivers here for them.
I've got, okay, I'll do that.
Shane, I need you to sign this for me right here. You got your hands full.
It's all right, I'm used to it.
All right, you're all set.
Thank you. Well done.
Thank you. You got your
Mr. Morford, it looks like you got an assistant there.
I do, I have two of them, Judge.
Helping keep track of these cases there.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Michael V. Chapin, case number CRV 24726.
Mr. Spratt's case set for pretrial. Good report.
Yeah, back on the 25th of November, we had talked about doing a 90-day, but you wanted to come back sooner than that to see how he's doing. So he's doing well. So I didn't know if you want to set that out for another 60 days or
What's the state's position?
come back sooner.
We recently spoke with the alleged victim, Ms. Chafin, Tracy Chafin, and she says everything's been fine. And she says he's been working and he's been sober. Is she here today, by any chance?
No, she had to work.
She had to work.
So that's a good indication. So we're satisfied to, how is he, what's the status of treatment?
He's doing well.
So it sounds like he's got maybe some more to do as far as completing the treatment program.
Yes,
But
that's
he
correct.
looks like he's doing well, so that's encouraging.
1st of March sometime, and then dismiss if things are still going well.
Yes,
March 3rd.
March 3rd to work.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Amy Dement, case number CRV 24363 and CRV 24525, CRV 24526. Mr. Ashworth.
All right, Mr. Ashworth is the special prosecutor on this. Mr. Morford's case. Okay, and this had been set for a trial, but it's my understanding, at least, we're not having a trial today. It's been changed to a pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Ashworth and I have talked several times in regard to this case, and he wants a little bit more time, I believe, to interview, I believe, 2 of the witnesses that I've been identified, and he may have a little bit more work to do with respect to another witness. We have no objections to the continuance, Your Honor.
All right. Anything?
Yes, Your Honor, there was some, an alibi defense made relatively recently and over the holidays and whether I have completed my investigation. I do have some additional work to do before I'm ready to try the case. I've spoken with Mr. Mulford. He's agreeable to allow me to complete my investigations before I move forward and determine what to do with this case. So I'd ask for a little bit of time. Some of the things that I'm looking for, I'm probably going to have to fight with cell phone companies and those sorts of things, so.
Okay, what kind of time frame are you, what you think is reasonable?
Last time I did this, it took a good 2 to 3 weeks, so probably a month.
Okay. Under those circumstances then, rather than set it for an evidentiary hearing, think it'd be more reasonable to come back for a pretrial first to see where we are?
Yes, please.
Okay. What's your schedule then toward mid-February, Mr. Ashworth?
The week of February 17th through the 21st is relatively open. So either Monday or Friday that week looks to be fine at this point.
Okay, let's see, now, I think 17th is actually a holiday. We could do it, are you available on the 18th? That's a Tuesday.
I'm free.
I can make that work.
Okay, because that's President's Day is the 17th, so I'm going to set it for February the 18th for a pretrial at 10 o'clock, and Mr. Ashworth, you enter by teleconference, and we'll try to get you done early, so we don't tie you.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you, February 18th, 10 o'clock.
We'll waive time too, Judge, just
Thank you.
for the record.
Then it waste time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ashworth.
You, sir.
State of Ohio versus LaDonna Barnett, case number CRB 24797. LaDonna Barnett.
Mr. Warford's case is set for a pretrial today. Let's see, Walmart theft defense with the Huntington address. So not too surprising, she didn't appear as an OR bond, so there'll be a warrant issued for failure.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Sean Allen Miller, case number CRB 24739, CRB 242365.
This is Mr. Warford's case set for pretrial today.
Judge, this is one I'm going to have to ask you for a short continuance. We haven't gotten a video yet from Walmart. And this particular case, I'd like to see the video before we decide if we have a defense to it or not.
When does the state think it can have that?
We've got the video, so it's just a matter of making sure he has a copy.
So that can happen today then, or?
Yes.
And so shouldn't have to wait too long then to come back. I know the last week of January is pretty light, so we can set it either 27th or 31st, Mr. Warford.
Judge, on the 27th, I have a jury trial in common pleas court.
31st then?
Actually, I have a trial that date, but I think it's going to be settled, but I hate to tell you it's settled.
Okay, let's go to the next Monday. That's the third.
That fall through.
February 3rd?
I'm here then, Your Honor.
February 3rd will be the next hearing on this case for pretrial. Then it wastes time for them.
Yes, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Travis L. Black, case number CRB 23470, or 743, excuse me.
Mr. Warford's case. Mr. Black is at.
Can you read that
Bethesda.
2876? Gotcha. I got you in scratch. If not, I'll get hold of you.
Okay.
Thanks, Mark.
How you doing? Great. You looking good? Yeah. Maybe we can get this dismissed today. Let's see here.
He still needs some stabilization. He still needs some stabilization or something. Why?
Judge, I think my client was hoping that this would be dismissed today. I'm not sure exactly what Taylor would have to say in response to that.
Okay, do you have anything to say?
I do.
Okay,
Travis is a great kid. He does really well in the program. He's stable. Our concern is that if he's let free today, there's some factors that play into, I don't think he's where he needs to be at.
still work to be done.
Yes.
Would Mr. Black agree that if I went a couple months out before he has to come back, Mr. Morgan, he just continues to go to these sessions? Is that agreeable?
Agreeable, Judge.
Okay. So let's look into March. We'll set it in March. He doesn't have to come back till then.
I'm good anytime in March, Judge.
Let's make it March the 10th, so exactly 2 months before he has to come back. You're doing good. Keep it up. We want to see you be successful.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Sarah Dixon, case number CRV 24-806. Mr. Morgan's case.
Sarah Dixon is set for pretrial on this Mr. Morgan's case. Sarah Dixon. Sarah Dixon, she thought she was here. Sarah Dixon, come into court.
I'll have to
All right, she is here.
Yeah. It was set for Monday.
There's some more mail. That one's on. She's
It's just homework. And the judge is trying to do something suspended this, just make her take a break.
She's having this. I'll put this
Judge, do you mind recalling?
Yeah, we'll recall this later in the document.
State of Ohio versus Melissa LeGrand, case number CRA 24-513, CRV 24-462. Your Honor, set for preliminary hearing, Mr. Morgan's case.
She's got tons of recitation.
I think she's in treatment.
Sounds like there's still some things that need to be worked on. Correct? She's still
She did
She's still
have-
got some projects she's working on.
Yeah, she had a little setback, but she's working on it now, so.
She's already pled guilty. There was an amendment to felonies to misdemeanors, then a plea entered, but we're waiting on sentencing for her complete treatment. So let's go into February, about the 21st of February.
It's fine with me, Judge.
Okay, next hearing will be February 21st, continue counseling. See you back in February 21st.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, Andrew.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Jacob Martin, case number CRB 2516. Set for a remaining.
This is Mr. McCown's case. He's had an appearance on this. I set bond for Mr. Martin for protection order. Not guilty plea is entered. And I assume there is a protection order requested.
Yes, sir.
I thought there was going to be another charge filed.
As my understanding initially, Your Honor, they just now brought this charge in and filed it, so I don't know. I know with the week, I'm sure they've been buried here as well. Your Honor, if it pleases the court, it may be better if we could just go ahead and set a pretrial date. If we're going to do that other, I think we could address it maybe at the pretrial. Mr. Martin is due in school in Knoxville Monday. I don't know if we're going to be able to work something out on the other charge or not. I don't think Mr. Hill's even seen the narrative.
Mr. Hill, I was initially told there was going to be a strangulation charge.
Well, we don't have that here, and I can't answer that at this time. We were intending, whether there was the strangulation charge or not, to kind of proceed the same way and to determine down the road what needed to happen. But we were okay with him being out of jail as long as there was a protection order in place. And we'll get to the bottom of the other charge as soon as we can.
Okay, so there will be an order to stay away and not contact Lacey Asher. I'm assuming she's not here today. She can sign, let's have him sign a bond form from the court for 2,000. He already signed one at the jail. Use our form. Mr. McCown, when would you like to do the pre-trial?
If we could do February 3rd, that may give us enough time to go ahead and do the other. I would ask if Mr. Martin could appear by Zoom. Again, he's relocating to Knoxville to attend college there. So it won't be a problem staying away, obviously.
That's our primary thing, is making sure they're apart from each other right now, so we're not opposed to him appearing by Zoom for the next hearing.
All right, case will be set for a pretrial on February 3rd at 10 o'clock, and the defendant may appear by teleconference.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Daniel Lucas, case number CRB 24733, CRB 24736, TRC 231414, A, B, and C. Daniel Lucas.
Mr. Smith's case.
Your Honor, Mr. Lucas called my office and he called the clerk's office. He is in Clarksburg for a funeral. He is unable to get back. I would ask for he continues briefly in this matter.
Well, we're not opposed to it, as long as there's a time waiver.
Yeah, dude, I've got one filled out. I just need a date for the next hearing. Judge, I'm here the 17th, 24th, or 31st, next 3 Fridays, it looks like. Or I can go to February if need be.
You said you're available the 31st?
The next, yes, Judge, I'm here the 31st.
At defendant's request, we'll continue all of his cases to January 31st.
And I'll waive time, Your Honor.
For preliminary hearing and pre-trial. And looks like he has
He's got some old cases and he's got a newer.
review.
Yes.
State of Ohio recall Sarah Dixon, case number CRB 24806. Sarah Dixon.
Judge, I asked her way out here, this is Chief Shelton. Judge, whenever we change a plea, no contest with a record stipulation of facts or finding of guilty.
Is that what you wish to do, Ms. Dixon?
Yes.
Okay. Before I sentence you, I'm going to have you do a urine screen. So go do a urine screen and come back and I'll do the sentencing then.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Smith, case number CRA 24819, CRA 258. Mr. Roger Smith's case.
Mr. Smith's case for preliminary hearing.
I'm not sure I understand. Did you sign a bond? Yeah, because I was in custody of the let's do this.
Judge, we had discussions, Mr. Hill and I, about he was going to nolly this case to the grand jury. I understand, is there a bond up, Your Honor?
There is.
And we would rather waive and ask that bond be transferred as opposed to.
Well, here's the other part. He's got warrants out of Indiana. I got to do it.
I have not yet, but I was told myself, I was done with this, to go ahead and go on and it's like a child support, that child support. And I don't know how to do that.
Judge, he indicates he's been in contact with Indiana. It's for back child support. They said when you clear up your case in Ohio, you need to come up to Indiana. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I don't know that.
Yeah, well, I just learned that.
So what I'll have to do, I mean, unless the state wants to contact them and see if they've withdrawn their warrant, I'll set another hearing, give him a chance to go out there, but he's got to clear this.
Let's do that, Judge, if we could. You've got to
We're
get
okay
it.
with no R bond.
He's got a cash and surety yet.
Okay.
Yes.
But in the meantime, can we go ahead and waive him to the grand jury? Is that what you want to do in this case?
2 weeks to get there.
You have to take a little bit, I'm under treatment for cancer right now, so.
Okay.
I got some plans, like 2 or 3 weeks at least.
May we approach Your Honor briefly?
Yes. Very first.
Who made this?
Okay, so it's my understanding the defendant's willing to waive the right to a preliminary hearing on the case filed originating year 24/8/19. Okay, he'll need to sign a waiver on that. Now, as to the extradition matters, those are going to stay here, and I'll continue them for 3 weeks, and he's going to attempt to get the warrants in Indiana withdrawn in that time frame.
Correct, Judge, and also don't think that's proof that he is done.
Well, yeah, that's fine, but the state usually checks with Indiana to see what their position is at that time. And it looks like I've got warrants from Noble County Superior Court.
I believe support matter, child support matter. And Your Honor, I'm just aware of that when I was in custody over the weekend. I had no prior knowledge of that until I spoke to you over the Zoom call.
Okay. Well, you need to get in touch with them and take care of it.
Yes, sir. Some contact information for you too. Yeah, I'll give you my. I'm not sure exactly what just happened. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm not sure.
Break, Your Honor.
Yes. All right, so Mr. Smith, you understand you have a right to have a hearing in this court to determine if there's enough evidence for this case to go on to the grand jury, and you just signed a waiver saying you're agreeable with the case going to the grand jury. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your waiver. So 24/8/19 is bound over to the grand jury on the waiver. Bond stays in effect that he posted. He also has a bond. That bond is securing his extradition matter also. I'm continuing it. That's case number 25-8. I'm continuing it to January the 31st to give him a chance to deal with Indiana, where the warrant is issued from, to try to get it withdrawn. So the next hearing on that is January 31st at 10 o'clock, and Mr. Smith is the attorney.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So even if you don't get the warrant withdrawn, you still got to show back up, or I'm going to have the bond agent, I'll give him a warrant to pick you up. So you show up regardless.
I'll be here. Okay. All right, thank you.
Daughter ready to go to Warrants County Jail.
We have some Hearings to do by teleconference at the jail.
State of Ohio versus Tracy A. Berry, case number CRB 2514, A, B, and C.
Yes.
I had Miss Berry in the chair waiting for you, and she persisted with some behavioral problems. I think she has some mental health issues, so we had to secure her in the cell. One of we could do the other four first.
Sure,
Secure
yes.
them back in the cell before we try to do her again.
Yes, that's fine. We'll recall her later in the docket.
State of Ohio versus Logan Brace, case number CRB 2513, A and B, CRA 2517, A, B, C, and D. Dennis Cook is on deck.
So Mr. Delauder, you're going to be representing Logan Brace.
Your Honor, I entered an appearance for Mr. Brace on the two menacing charges that I knew existed, and arranged for him to present himself to the court this morning for arraignment on those. And apparently, last night he was arrested and got new charges. I've seen the charges, I've discussed the charges with Mr. Brace over the telephone prior to coming in here, so he's aware of the charges. We waive reading and enter not guilty plea on everything, all the misdemeanors.
And just to make sure everyone's on the same page, I've got 2517 A, B, C, and D, and that's the A case is failure to comply with order signal of a police officer. It's an F3.
Yes, sir.
The B case is tampering with evidence, also an F3. The C case is improper handling of a firearm in a motor vehicle. It's a felony 4. The D case is possession of cocaine. It's a felony 5. So
those are the charges.
You're aware of all those, and you waive a reading.
Yes, sir.
I enter an appearance for you on all those cases.
Yes.
Okay. Now, then there's some new charges. Well,
those are
they're
the
all
new
new,
charges.
but more recent charges.
Well, those are actually the ones from last night. The other ones are older.
Okay, we've got 2513. More than that.
There should be 2 menacing charges and a telecommunications harassment charge left.
There's 2513A is aggravated menacing. That's alleged to happen on January 5th. That's M1.
Yes, sir.
2513B is aggravated menacing. Another M1, also alleged to happen on January 5th. Then there's 2513 A and B. Aggravated menacing, also January 5th. M1. And there's a 13B that's an aggravated menacing. M1, also filed. You have all those charges as well. Are you having an appearance on those? Or?
Yes, the only menacing charges I was aware of were in 25 CRB 13.
There's also 15.
Right, so I have not received a copy of those, and I did not enter an appearance on those. I will, but I did not yet.
Do you want me to read those into the record?
No, I don't.
Telecommunication harassment charge.
I am aware of those. I'm aware, we did discuss those, Judge.
That's January 8th.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you waive the reading of all the charges?
We would waive a reading of all charges, Judge. Enter not guilty pleas on this.
Misdemeanors, not guilty plea are entered. Mr. Waters entered his record as counsel on all charges. Has there been any discussion on bond in this matter?
There has. I discussed it briefly with Mr. Heald. I think what we were intending to recommend jointly is that we try to get Mr. Brace assessed and see if he qualifies for treatment. I talked to several treatment providers here today, but none of them will take his insurance, which is Blue Cross Blue Shield.
What about OVP, will they not take?
Well, I didn't, are they here?
Yeah. Blue Cross Blue Shield.
We take that for outpatient, not for any.
So I think she also suggested someone that I could maybe get a hold of to do an assessment. Yes, that's who they told
Yeah, I
me.
spoke with her yesterday, and she said that they would take anybody with private insurance.
So I don't know if it'd be possible if we could set a bond. I could have his mom's here. Logan's mom's here. She must be out in the lobby, but.
All right, any relative of Logan Brace, if you're out in the lobby, will you come in, please? Logan Brace.
She could post a small, reasonable bond for him and take him to the Bluffs for an assessment, I guess.
No answer, Your Honor.
She's here. She may be out in her car, but I just talked to her, just talk. Positive. Actually, I see her standing there.
What's her, you know her name?
Tracy.
All right, just, yeah.
So it's the same victim on the medicine.
You can just have a seat.
And one of them is, then there's another victim.
What's the state's position on bond?
There's a lot going on here, Your Honor, and it really is indicative of a real problem. I mean, this F3, these third-degree felony charges, let's see, failure to comply in particular. Very
Well,
concerning.
the failure to comply, isn't that, they weren't going to file that charge, just so you're aware, I want there to be full information. That charge wasn't going to be filed. It wound up getting filed, but the allegation is that he was driving down the highway and passed a couple of driveways. The officer felt like he should have pulled into the driveway rather than finding a safe spot on the road to pull over. He didn't. It went on, he drove not at a high speed or anything, but he drove about a half a mile before he found a white spot where the snow was sufficiently out of the way. The officer thinks he should have pulled over in some private driveways instead of finding a white spot in the road. So I think it's just not that. Now, the situation, I don't want to water it down. The other allegations, we believe, I think jointly an assessment will be appropriate and see what kind of treatment's recommended.
Is this substance use, mental health, both?
Both.
And we believe that it would be appropriate if he's going to get out and go to some sort of treatment that he have a GPS monitor.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have any objection to that, Judge. I don't. If there's one available. And this is his mother, Judge, if you want, if she's going to need to cooperate, then she's here to hear what you have to say about that.
I would be agreeable to a fairly small bond under the circumstances, say 2,000, with a GPS monitor, and he go to treatment. The problem, it's kind of ironic, but if you got health insurance, it's harder to find a place where you go to treatment. And but we do have a place which is not local. It's going to be out of the area, but they will take someone, as I understand it, with the insurance that he has. But we'll need transport there. And here's the other thing: he needs to hear this, and you need to hear it. Can you take him?
No, but I know that the Bluff they transport, so they'll.
Oh, they'll come and get him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right, good. If we place an ankle monitor on him that gets placed by adult probation out of the common police court, that's the felony court in Ironton at the main courthouse. And those monitors are about $2,000 a piece. So he's in, now his case may go there anyway. It's possible it could go on down to the common police court. But if he cuts the ankle monitor, it's definitely going to go to the common police court, and they're going to try to make an example of him. He will go to prison on a cut ankle monitor, guaranteed.
Logan, are you hearing what the judge is saying?
Yes, sir.
So in order to obtain a bond, he's going to make it a condition that you wear an ankle monitor. Did you hear that?
Yes.
And if you cut that thing off or tamper with it, it's virtually guaranteed that you will go to prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so don't mess with the ankle monitor. You got it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll set bond at 2,000, cash or surety, with an ankle monitor. And then when do you want to come back? And he'll be released to the Bluffs.
Okay.
They'll come pick him up, as I understand. Right.
I'm texting the criminal account, and she said that she could pick him up.
Okay.
Okay.
Will he stay there, or will they come back and forth again?
Well, he'll be
He don't have to stay there.
I guess they'll bring him to court, though? Is that?
I would be okay as long as he's being compliant that at the next hearing appear by teleconference. So I'm sure they've got that capability.
So, how quick do you think we should come back, Judge, to see if,
10 days?
that's fine. We'd waive time on the preliminaries for purposes of setting them promptly.
Well, that's problematic, because that's Martin Luther King Day. Let's do it 2 weeks, the 24th, or you will?
Probably.
Your Honor, if I may, I don't know how that will work with the ankle monitor. The Bluffs is out of state.
I thought it was in, it's upstate Ohio.
Are they in Ohio?
Yeah, in Kentucky, but
Okay.
she knows they're putting in Ohio.
Okay.
It seems like it's out of state. It's probably, is what I say, there's 2 states, Ohio. It might be in Ohio. It's kind of different than Ohio.
Judge, I can be here the Tuesday after Martin Luther King Day. It's just I have one hearing at 10:30 in common police court, so I could either be here real early, first thing, or I could be here after that if you want to do it.
That works. So we're looking at the 24th.
Okay. Do you mind if I come up here early on that day?
That's fine.
Okay. Just in case the hearing down there runs late.
So release to the Bluffs with an ankle monitor, 2,000 cash for surety. She's going to use a bail bondsman?
She is. We're going to call Mr. Sowers here again right now.
Oh, yeah, we need protection orders too for the...
I've talked to Mr. Brace about that, Judge. He's not in opposition to that. He will execute an order directing him to stay away from the 2 individuals.
So there's a protection order to stay away from all complaining parties.
Yes, sir. You understand that, Logan?
Yes.
Not only stay away, but you also can't contact them over telephone, social media, no posting about them on the internet, no nothing. You understand that?
Yes, sir. I have one more question to you. I also have a full-time job, so what do I do for that?
Well, that's going to be on hold for now.
All right.
Next hearing is February 24th at 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Logan, I'll call you here a little later, okay?
All right.
Chris.
State of Ohio versus Dennis Cook, case number TRD 24-2603, CRA 23-637, TRD 16-4177, TRC 14-3645, A, B, and C, TRC 14-3122, A and B. Emily Smith is on that.
And I had Mr. Warford as the attorney on this. This is a case that was on the docket for Monday.
Dennis Cook.
Yes, sir.
I should have brought those files.
You may want to, I don't know if you even had a chance to talk to him, but it looks to me like he's got some old cases. And he's got a case from 23-637 he failed to appear for a preliminary hearing on October 27th. And then he got arrested on the warrant, and he's got a new charge of, it's just a traffic matter, but when he got picked up on the traffic matter, the warrant showed up, so he's been in jail since, and that was, he was arraigned on all this on December 30th, and I appointed you, set his bond at $10,000 cash or surety. He has obviously not been able to postpone. So, it was set for Monday, court was canceled due to weather. I'm going to let you have the court's files, Mr. Morford, and you can talk to him. I don't think that's happened yet. And then we'll recall it after you've talked with Mr. Cook.
There's a gentleman that goes back there.
He's got several.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Cook, your attorney's going to call down and talk to you, and then we'll recall you after that happens.
State of Ohio versus Emily A. Smith, case number CRB 23627. Justin Wells is on deck.
So Your Honor, we've been talking about this. So the United Family placement fell through. There's some issues there. They were wanting to pick her up, send her to ARC, and then decide whether to accept her after she's been at ARC. That doesn't work. So, Southern Hope, sorry, is calling down there right now. I
just got a message from my court liaison, and they're on the phone with them now.
Okay, I guess they're on the phone. If we could recall this, let her talk to them, might be able to send her to Southern Hope.
Do they know the whole background? No, okay. Mr. Stroud can fill you in.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe she had filled him in, but I'll fill him in right now.
All right. We'll recall you, Ms. Smith, later.
State of Ohio versus Justin Wells, case number TRD 242319.
All right, Mr. Wells, it's alleged November the 7th of 2024 at 10:49 p.m. in Peary Township, you were driving a vehicle while you were under a suspended license. And that looks like it was a unclassified misdemeanor. In any event, a warrant got issued on it. It looks like you got arrested on the warrant. I thought there were some other charges.
He was found under the grand jury on a theft charge.
Oh, okay. So you got a holder out of common pleas court too. Apparently you have some charges going to the grand jury or went to the grand jury.
I did.
That's what I'm being told.
Yes. I've been in jail for that since November 20th.
Okay.
So what happened was this traffic court, I missed it while I was in jail, and the warrant was issued.
Okay. All right. How do you want to handle this? What's your plea on this driving under suspension?
I mean, that night I was driving, I hit a deer at 8-point bus on 52, so that's why state trooper came to help out, and he ran me on, and I was suspended, so I just like to take care of it today.
Okay. How do you wish to plead?
I plead guilty.
Okay, that means you're admitting it's true. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, and it does say the crash report says Unit 1 traveling northwest, US 52 struck a deer. And that's really all it says.
Yes, Your Honor. It was 8-point total. My girlfriend grabbed 4. Total.
Okay, you've got other problems, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to complete your case by jail time. I'll accept your guilty plea, sentence you to time served, no fines or court costs, so you don't have to worry about that. You can just worry about your common pleas case.
Okay, okay, Your Honor.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Tracy A. Berry at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 2514, A, B, and C.
Okay, I'm going to pass it for now. They said they were having difficulties with her. We'll come back to it later.
That's all we can do at the jail right now. We have several recalls.
Okay, we'll go back to the jail later. Back to the court.
State of Ohio recalls Sarah Dixon, case number CRB 24806.
She was to do a urine screen. It's Mr. Morford's case.
Sarah Dixon.
We need Mr. Morford. He's coming.
Sorry, Judge, I was on the phone with Mr. Cook.
Have you seen the route?
No. Got THC in it. Well, you can get fentanyl and we would get lacing the weed with fentanyl.
Where's Township Road 1247? Where's Township Road 1240? Is that your correct address? Township Road 1247, Proctorville?
I'm actually staying over in Kentucky at the moment.
Staying in Kentucky where?
At the moment. I don't have the address memorized.
Okay. Is that with family or who are you living with?
A boyfriend right now.
Do you have a medical card?
Do you have a medical card?
Mm-mm.
Have you ever had one?
No.
How do you get the kids and you medical treatment?
Well, I have insurance through Medicare.
Okay. You get Social Security disability? You have Medicare? If you have Social Security disability, you get Medicare?
Medicaid.
Which makes it hard. You have Medicaid?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, that's better. Is it Ohio? What state?
Ohio State.
Ohio. Well, you tested for one of the most dangerous drugs that are out in our community right now, fentanyl.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, so we got to deal with that.
Could it be a false positive?
You want to go take it again?
I'd like to because I don't know
Take it
why
again.
it's there.
Let's see what it shows the next time. Go take it
Because I
again.
tested positive for alcohol too, and I can't even drink because of my stomach condition.
Go take the test again. We'll give you another chance.
State of Ohio versus Tony Walters, case number CRA 23466, CRB 23467. Tony Walters.
Mr. Smith's case. for pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor, I have no idea where Miss Walters is or why she's not here. I know we...
Okay, she hasn't finished, so case, there'll be a warrant in 7 days.
All right, thank you. I'll try to get in here Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Keaton, case number CRA 24811.
Okay, this is set for preliminary hearing.
Yes, Your Honor. This is a F5 possession, so it's one that the state had indicated that were Mr. Keaton to undertake a evaluation and follow-up, that they would be willing to keep that here. He's referred to OVP.
And he is a patient with the Ashland office. I spoke with him this morning. His next appointment is on Monday, and I've spoken with this counselor. They're going to start sending me his reports and everything like that, but as of now, he is compliant with treatment.
I want him to do a screen today.
Okay.
So do a screen.
Okay. Just don't want to have the probation department, we should help you out.
State of Ohio versus Crystal McMillan, case number CRB 16688. Set for sentencing, Your Honor.
Okay, you have the bond up, that's why it's set on the sentencing docket. You still have community service.
Yeah, it was 2 days.
No, I'm showing 6 days, 36 hours. I'm showing you haven't done any since September.
No, I did Haunted Tunnel and everything. I turned that in. Because when I came in December, I was only down to 2 days.
Let's get Mr. Cooper in here. Who did you turn it into? Mr. Cooper?
No, the other guy. I can't think of his name.
She said she turned in some community, was that today or when?
No, I turned it in before my hearing last month.
Okay, well, it hasn't been, you haven't been given any credit.
Your Honor, is she on for sentencing?
Yes.
If you don't care, I'll pull her, I'll go update.
Okay.
I do remember her turning some in.
Go with Mr. Cooper and come back after he updates your file.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Sade Michael, case number TRC 241460 ABC D&E.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. We're still having some compliance issues with her. Until wait till the end of the docket, we'll attend to the end of it. She keeps placing herself on the floor, using the wall for the chair.
That's fine. We've got to come back to you for some follow-ups on some of the others, so we'll just wait till the end of the docket and see how it goes then, so.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yes. I think I got it. Let's see this.
Oh, I think they meant somebody else. Okay, yeah. Well, I think he needs that page.
Oh, the one they're talking about a minute ago.
Yeah, makes it hard, makes it.
He's in jail.
Oh, no, this one I have a problem with.
Sade Michael.
No, that's her.
Oh.
Tracy.
Tracy Perry.
You're texting. You don't have results.
What is it?
a lot of stuff. Like alcohol, THC, cocaine, I think, something else. Your Honor, can we see the drug screen?
Yes. There's some improvement over what it initially was.
Oh, no, this'll, no.
Just talk to your lawyer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whatever you say on the record is on the record.
Okay.
You're prescribed the benzos.
Yes, I have those with me, yes.
You
And
have
my
the prescriptions?
Mm-hmm.
And when were you prescribed the Plea?
There's still prescribed.
So you have a prescription for that? So
Yeah,
for alcohol?
Right, but I haven't drank alcohol.
Since when?
Since I had chemo, because I can't stomach it.
Do you have your prescriptions with you on these others?
Yes, I do.
So apparently, Your Honor, she has prescriptions for everything, except the alcohol. Yes.
Yeah, but I haven't drank alcohol. I'm supposed to tell you that.
Your Honor, she's indicating she is, she doesn't believe that that's an accurate test because her medical condition, currently, she's not able to consume alcohol.
Okay.
So.
Well, it's an improvement over where she was in mid-December.
Sure.
It
So
has definitely.
I'm willing to let her continue on as long as at current treatment. And let's see what the progress is. But, December 14th, she was positive for methamphetamine, fentanyl, and cocaine. So those aren't showing up anymore, so.
I think
Is
she's
that
on the
agreeable
right
and let
track.
her continue?
Certainly, Your Honor. The next opportunity I'll have to be up here is February 3rd, so I don't know.
That'll be fine. It'll be set on the docket as a sentencing hearing on February 3rd, 10 o'clock. Continue on and let us, so from what you're saying, eventually we're going to get completely clean screens, right?
Yeah, I'm not
Other
sure.
than what you're prescribed?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. February 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Alexis Anderson, case number TRC 241605, A and B.
This is Mr. McCown's case set for sentencing.
She'll be seen again on the 20th, so it looks like that maybe that will be bi-weekly. But I think the only issue you have is that you miss appointments.
Yeah. The last one I'm.
You have to make your appointments, and if I tell her I'm going to say if you're not going to be there,
Call.
reschedule.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm just really bad on you.
Okay.
Well, it looks like you're just not, because they were not supplying it.
Right. Right. what I.
All right, what's the state's position on this?
Sounds like she's had a little bit of a problem getting traction, getting started, missed several appointments and whatnot. We just hope she's taking it seriously. Sounds like she's picked it up a little bit.
Absolutely.
But we need to see that consistent effort and improvement. That's what we're looking for.
I mean, she did reschedule them, and it looks like it's been compliant in attending those. She overslept for one, and again, has quickly made those up. So of course, it's up to the court's discretion whether it would like to continue this and see it for a longer period of time or go ahead.
I mean, if you're asking the court to not give her any jail time, yeah.
So,
I mean, Anderson, do you, I don't know if we had this conversation before or not. I mean, you're charged with a second offense with a high test score.
Yes, sir.
And do you know what the minimum penalty is on that under Ohio law? Did I tell you before?
Jail time.
Did I tell you how much jail time?
Was it 60 days?
20.
20.
20 mandatory.
I was thinking 60.
Okay, well, I don't see that here. I mean, if I was facing what I thought was 60 days, or now that I know it's 20 days, I would be busting my hind end to get a really good report into the court to try to somehow get some mercy on that, because you look at the statute, I mean, the legislature passes the law, we elect those people, they go up to Columbus, they vote on what they want, and they tell the judges, hey judges, we don't trust you on these second offenses, you have to do this. And you're coming in here with your lawyer saying, Judge, don't pay attention to what this legislature said. I'm really a good person and I've changed my ways, so you don't have to give me jail time. Isn't that where we are? I'm not convinced. So what, you look like a nice person. You don't look like the usual person I see in jail. Have you ever been to the jail?
No, sir.
You don't want to go. Act like you're scared of going to the jail. I would be scared of going to the jail. I've been there many times to visit people. I've never spent the night there. And I would not want to spend the night there. Not one night. And you don't act like you want to avoid it. I need you go out of here after I sentence you and don't give you jail time and have a wreck and kill yourself or somebody else. I should be on the front page of the Herald Dispatch. Look what Judge Capper did. He didn't get this girl's attention, and she killed somebody. You're asking me to deviate from the mandatory provisions of the law, and you're not convincing me why I should do that. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Right now, you're headed for jail. So you better, if you want to get some leniency, and you're asking for a lot of leniency, you're asking for a lot from me. This isn't getting it. Missing appointments, not coming to appointments, calling in late. You're not taking this serious. You just want out of jail. That's all you want. You're not serious about changing your ways. February 3rd is the next hearing.
Your Honor, it's, if I may, there's only going to be one appointment between now and February 3rd.
You better get more appointments. Ms.
I
Ann
think-
heard that too.
Yeah. I'll
She
speak
needs
with
it
them.
more up her schedule. This has to be intensive. Maybe she needs to go inpatient. Why don't you go talk to her? She doesn't want to go inpatient. Maybe she just needs to go to jail for 20 days. Go talk.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I think I have one more case. I'm fine to go step out and talk with her if you would prefer.
Yeah, we're ready to go back to jail. State of Ohio versus Dennis Cook at the Lawrence County Jail on a recall, case number CRA 23-637 and others. Emily Smith is on deck.
And Mr. Hilo, I think maybe the prosecutor in these cases, we've been kind of establishing, we've opened the floodgates now on these cases. Every second offense, they want to come in and say, well, we're going to go to counseling, we're going to go to counseling, don't send us to jail. I don't think that maybe is the right way to handle these. Because then you get this. I mean, I see some people that I feel like they've really made a change in their life. But most of them are just trying to avoid jail. Doing a half-assed job at it, and then we're going to say, okay, that's good, you don't have to go to jail.
Well, Your Honor, I agree with everything you've said with respect to this case, and it's disappointing because the report really did indicate that she was, especially the not getting up in time for the telephone appointment. And so I have a similar feeling about this that you do about this case, Your Honor.
Okay, Dennis Cook, this is Mr. Morford's case.
Judge, he owes you community service, I believe, in one case, monies in the other. He is prepared to enter a plea of guilty to the TRD 242603 case. He's also indicated that with the exception of CRA 23637, he believes that he was in the hospital when he was supposed to be here. The other ones, he can't recall why he failed to appear.
23637 is an F3, aggravated possession of drugs, that he blew off, not coming to his preliminary hearing on October 27th of 23. Am I misstating that?
You are not, Judge.
So, how are we going to handle that?
Well, if the state would entertain treatment, but with the F3 level, even if we get the Ironton treatment, is not presumed to be the appropriate punishment.
Well, I don't know if the state even has looked, he's been gone for a year and a half. It was an F3, probably because of the amount, looks like.
Yes, Judge.
The amount of methamphetamine. I'm looking at the affidavit on it.
She should be. She didn't yesterday. She went to Columbus for a doctor's thing.
Looks like he got pulled over in Athalia initially for a speeding violation.
Well, then I'd ask for a preliminary hearing, Judge, on his F3.
Dennis Cook.
Okay. We can do that. Let's set it for a preliminary hearing. When do you want that scheduled?
Judge, if you recall, next week, I have 2 jury trials, I believe.
Monday, Tuesday, May.
The 13th and the 17th? We could set it.
The 17th, I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, you want to set it for the 17th?
Please.
All right. January 17th for a preliminary hearing on 23637. And pretrial on the new traffic case. At 10 o'clock. And will be review hearings, looks like, on all the other, pretrial and review on all the other cases, all the cases.
Okay.
His bond remains 10,000 cash assured.
Well, could you recall, Miss Sarah, I can get on, unfortunately.
Jackson?
Yes. Did you see the new report, Judge? It's positive only for THC.
Okay.
State of Ohio recalls Sarah Dixon here at the court, case number CRB 24806. And State of Ohio recalls Emily A. Smith at the Lawrence County Jail.
All right, she redid the urine screen and it's positive only for THC. Okay, that's a big change.
Your Honor, we both, Judge, John Majors and me both verified, like, it's the thinnest line we've ever seen, but it's bigger.
For the, oh, okay. Well, you could get fentanyl from, if you're getting marijuana off the street, you could get fentanyl in it.
Right now, I'm buying the little vapes at Lulu's.
Okay, well, I don't know about that. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt then. But my advice is don't take anything off the street.
You understand what he's saying about the weed?
Anything you want to say before I send you?
Like about the whole thing?
About your case. You have a right to make a statement to the court before you're sentenced. Okay. I'm sorry. Well, they don't tell me what you were under ringing. That's something I'd like to know, but they don't say. Okay, I'll impose a $50 fine, order you to pay court costs, 10 days in jail suspended, order you to stay out of Walmart. I'll give you 12 hours of community service. And a review hearing on July the 11th,
Level of probation.
level 5. You've got to be here, you got to finish everything or be here July the 11th. You're the one that's getting a warrant for not being compliant or interfering. You need to go meet with Mr. Major. Yes, sir. Go meet with Mr. Major, and then you're free to go. He's the probation officer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Emily A. Smith at Lawrence County Jail on recall, case number CRB 23627. Tracy Berry is on deck.
It's Mr. Stratton's case. Made any progress?
Yes, they're going to pick her up today.
Everybody waiting for?
They just need a court to allow that to happen. And we're going to give it a shot, so.
Okay, Emily, I'm going to let you go to treatment, Southern Hope, and I think we need to come back fairly quick to make sure everything's going okay.
Yeah, Your Honor.
What's your schedule?
Your Honor, the 17th would be okay. I'm actually, unknown to me, just recently found out I'm going to be out of town for the 17th.
Let's move it to another day.
Yeah, I could do the 21st. There's a chance I might be out of town the 21st, but I will at least appear by video.
We can do it, let's do it the 24th.
24th, okay.
All right, I'll order her release to Southern Hope for inpatient treatment. And Ms. Kwan's fully aware of all of her circumstances?
As aware as I could be.
Yeah.
You told him?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
We're going to try.
All right.
We want that.
January 24th is the next hearing.
Thank you.
And we appreciate Southern Hope. I think they've taken a lot of the harder cases for us, and appreciate them
Those
taking.
is words. Emily, make it work. Do what you need to do.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Tracy A. Berry at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 2514, A, B, and C.
Judge Capper,
Yes.
if you can, give me just a few minutes to try to prepare her, and we'll be back on with it.
Okay, we'll do at the very, very, very end. Last thing.
Okay. Do you know how long that'll be, sir?
20 minutes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Sean Woods, case number TRC 23811, A, B, C, and D.
It's Mr. McCown's case set for sentencing.
That's correct, Your Honor. Your Honor, I presume that they have forwarded it, and hope they have forwarded a report to you.
I've been doing my classes through the VA.
Do not, it's been a while since I've heard from Ms. Rayburn. Nothing today. Let me check to see if there was anything.
I haven't spoke with her either. I've just been, yep, been doing my classes. The last 2 weeks we haven't had classes because of the holidays.
Okay.
I've been going every Tuesday and Thursday.
I've had nothing from her since December 13th.
I think I probably still, yeah, it's 18 hours, I believe, is the treatment. And I think I've done 5 or 6 so far.
Okay.
When we first started, I did, I think 4, and then the holiday came and I just started back.
So, Your Honor, he's apparently about a quarter of the way through the program, he believes. If the court's wanting to push that, you're doing it 2 hours a week.
Yes.
He's doing
You
it
can do up to 4, but the only days I can do them on Tuesdays and Thursdays with my job. So I only have them at 5:30.
If we were to come back February 3rd, he'd be approximately halfway through the program. He indicates that he is compliant, but they...
This looks like a first offense anyway. Is there a reason we're delaying it?
Your Honor,
Additional 20 with a refusal.
Oh, okay. There was that. Okay, let's let him continue then. Usually they're pretty good about getting me reports, but I don't have anything.
And I'll follow up with him before next quarter. I apologize, Your Honor.
February 3rd?
Yes, Your Honor.
February 3rd is the next hearing. For sentencing.
That would be great. Okay, thank you, sir.
State of Ohio recalls Joshua Keaton, case number CRA 24811.
I haven't seen it yet. Can I look at it, Your Honor? Okay, this is the crime that was reported to me. And so, Your Honor, the results indicate buprenorphine, and which he has a prescription for, and cocaine, which he doesn't have a prescription for. Mr. Keaton reports that the cocaine was taken prior to his arrest. His arrest, my understanding, was on Tuesday, so it could still be in his system. He doesn't report he's taken anything since then, and he did report the cocaine use at his evaluation, so that was taken into consideration when the decision was made. I would ask that we set this back relatively quickly, have him test again, and hopefully he should be
clear of anything illicit at that point.
I think he needs to go inpatient.
Okay. I think we have beds available.
If he wants to stay here, he needs to go inpatient.
Well, I've discussed that with him, and he does have some concerns about his employment, but I feel that, my advice to him under those circumstances is that ending up with a felony would probably have a greater long-term impact on employment than going inpatient would. I don't know if his job can be held, but I think that he's potentially going to end up with a situation where he could be unable to get a job if he ends up with a felony on his record. I can't make the decision for him, but as we discuss this,
If you could please just give me the one more chance to have the continuance like this in, so I can save my job.
It's inpatient or go to the grand jury, which do you want to do?
Patient.
You have a bed?
I am, we do not have a mail bed. What kind of insurance do you have? Is it
Care Source.
Ohio Care Source? Do any of you guys have a mail bed?
hometown.
You want to talk with him? Okay, let's have a talk and then we'll come back.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Buford Jones, case number PRD 202767, A, B, and C.
This is post-conviction, I haven't been reviewed.
Okay. This is on sentencing, I think, because it's a bond, though. Yes. Okay, Mr. Jones, so you still have community service?
Yes.
Is that, you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a few days left here to do.
So, give me a date you're gonna be out.
I don't know, when y'all having community service where I could do it. Y'all
Every day but Sunday.
Okay, I don't know, I'll have to check.
No, you're gonna give me a date today.
Well, I don't know because where I'm in
Okay,
felony
you're going to
court.
jail. Take him back and hold himself.
What?
No excuses.
The 23rd.
No, too late. I'll have you back out at the end of the docket. We'll talk about it some more. You think about it while you're back there. This case is from almost 5 years old and you still haven't done your community service.
State of Ohio versus Crystal McMillan, case number CRB 16688, on recall.
All right, and we're gonna need Mr. Cooper on this because he was meeting with her. Okay, ma'am, just have a seat. We'll call you when Mr. Cooper's available.
State of Ohio versus Michael Miller, case number TRC 242113, A and B.
Your Honor, I've got a letter for you. Show it to the prosecutor first. Mr. Miller pled guilty to an OBI. Okay, this is, he's done everything that you required of him and may I approach.
Yes.
And he has a stellar report from how the county says.
Okay. Okay, it is a stellar report.
Yes.
And that looks like the reason he's going, he's got a high test score.
Yes.
So what's the state want to do? It's been since September, and he does have a very good report today.
Well, I didn't read to the end of it to see if they're finished with him yet or whether he's still.
It doesn't say that. The last significant thing is he's made significant improvement since his initial referral, continues to identify goals, that benefit his recovery and well-being. So that tells me there's probably more work to be done.
I think so.
Yes, yeah, Your Honor. So,
So let's go about 6 weeks.
you want to, February 28th?
That'd be fine.
Okay.
February 28th, is your next hearing, and you present it.
I did, because I can get a hold of
10 o'clock.
the manager and my probation officer if that's necessary.
State of Ohio
Just
recalls
another
Mr.
letter like
Miller.
that. Just another letter like that, I should be good to go.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, he did give you some additional credit. I'm showing that you have 2 days left.
Okay.
Is that what you agreed with?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so I'll give you another month. If you get it done, you don't have to come back.
Okay, I'll get it done.
February 10th, exactly 1 month for sentencing. You finish your 2 days, confirm it with him that you're done.
Okay.
You don't have to come back.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Jason Wilson, case number TRD 2218.
This is set for sentencing. You don't have a lawyer. You got a bond though, so, looks like you were just trying to get your license reinstated, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, how's that going?
I've been unable to find the policy where my mother had passed away. I know it's there. I just don't know the password to get into the Geico
Well, you can
account.
go to Geico and try to get them to provide it. But, you know, you're talking about a case that was 2 years ago, right?
Right.
3 years ago.
Correct, sir.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and wrap this up.
Yes,
You've
sir.
already entered a guilty plea, right?
Yes, sir.
You've got a bond up on that, so your license is still suspended.
Yes, sir.
Let me look and see what the report was at the time this happened. Okay, I do have a statement from Trooper Stump. I was north on State Route 7 near milepost 11 behind a green Oldsmobile sedan. Ran the tags. They returned to a Chrysler and made a traffic stop. Driver was found to be suspended. Tags belonged to his father. He recently purchased the Oldsmobile. He said he put the tags on the pole so he could get paperwork taken care of. Given a citation for being under suspension and just given a warning for the registration violation. Okay, well, he got you a break there then.
Yeah, yes, sir.
But you still haven't got a license since then?
No, sir.
Okay. And
I had points on my license. Excuse me, sir. Been sick. Had points on my license, and the SR22 they required me to keep was like $270 something a month. There's no way I
it looks
could.
like you had failed to appear. You were supposed to come to court back in March of 22, didn't, and got a capias, and then you got arrested on that, not until this past fall.
Yes, sir.
October, right? Then you had to post a bond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you did get some penalty because you had to post a bond, and I'm assuming you at least, did you get a ride to the jail first, or?
Yes, I went to jail that evening, sir.
Okay. You have come since then. And it wasn't the crime of the century when it initially happened. You know, the worst thing you did is not come to court. If you've been sitting here watching, there's a problem with getting people to comply.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree? I mean, the only tool I've got is jail.
Yes, sir.
And if people won't come to court voluntarily, there's got to be some jail time, which you got at least a taste of and had to post a bond.
Not having a ride, having to rely on people, it's hard to get here. I got a ride to 29th Street Bridge today and then had to walk here. That's why I was a few minutes late getting here.
Are you in Crown City?
Yes, sir.
Still Crown City?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, not the best day to have to walk.
No, sir.
Are you right in the village? Says Main Street,
Yes, sir.
237 Main Street.
Right
Yeah,
in-
I've got family history in Crown City. I never lived there, but I got family that lived there for quite a while, so I know that place pretty well. Okay, I'm going to impose a $150 fine, order you to pay court costs. This is actually a non-jailable offense, so you could only get jail for not coming to court, which you did. So, but I'm going to give you some community service because it's taken all this time, so there's got to be
Yes, sir.
some community service. I'll make it 3 days of community service, so 18 hours community service.
Say 18, sir.
Yeah, that's 3 days. 3 6-hour days. You can come here any day but Sunday and get a day community service at 7:30 a.m. And you'll get off by 2:30?
7:30.
7:30 to 2:30.
Every day but Sunday, you said, sir?
Every day but Sunday. Or a holiday, if there's a holiday, there's not going to be community service. Level 5 probation, so I'm not going to have you have to report, other than you will have a review hearing next summer. So you got till next summer to get this done. If you don't have it done by then you got, this is another way you can go back to jail.
Yes, sir.
And lots of people do it. Take care of what you're ordered to do, and you won't, I don't want you to go to jail.
Yes, sir.
But if you don't do it and blow it off and then don't come to your review hearing, I'll issue a warrant for not coming. I'm not allowed to put people in jail for not paying their fines. We used to have debtors' prisons, but they did away with it. They kind of frown on that now because I could fill up one of the townships. I've often said maybe Mason Township, we just fence that off and I'll put everybody out there. But they won't let me do that either. So you got to come to a review hearing on July the 11th or get everything done before then. I mean, you got a half a year to get it done.
Yes, sir.
If you blow it off, then you'll get a warrant and eventually you'll go back to jail. So just take care of it. And you got to meet with the probation officer and he'll give you some paperwork. And if you forget stuff, you can call or go online and check what you're supposed to be doing. There's a website.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Major is your probation officer. When you go through these double doors, 90-degree left turn, go to that counter. You'll be right there, talk to him, then you're free to go.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Is that all, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Tracy A. Berry at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRV 2514 ACC.
All right, Tracy Berry, ma'am, can you hear me? Okay. I think I'm just going to have to appoint counsel for her. Who we got? Mr. Hill, you used to kind of specialize in these cases. I appointed you to a lot of them, but can't do that now as a prosecutor.
It's the one thing that I miss about doing defense work.
I think Mr. Hill's so
I think
judicious,
I
he could do both sides, Your Honor. I think
I'm in.
Mr. Sire, I'm going to appoint you to represent Ms. Berry. She may need an evaluation. You may want to talk to the folks at the jail. I think there's
I'll speak to them.
mental health issues going on. And her charges are aggravated menacing, allegedly happened January 5th in Fayette Township, criminal trespass, different day, January 8th, Fayette Township, disorderly conduct, January the 8th. So you can have access to the file. What's the state's position on bond?
Well, I think I'd like to hear what Mr. Steyer has to say after speaking with her.
I can attempt to speak with her. Doesn't sound like she's been all that communicative, but I will step out and make a call.
Yeah, can you talk to me, sir?
Your lawyer's going to call down and talk to you, man.
I'm going to give you a call in a second here.
I've appointed you a lawyer, Mr. Steyer, and he's going to call and talk to you.
Ask them to have her out so I can speak to her, please.
Yeah, if you can.
I don't have any problem. I do have problems.
I'm sorry.
He's trying to get me to keep it out. I don't know how to.
State of Ohio versus Lexus A. Anderson on a recall, case number TRC 241605, A and B.
Okay, so we took a recess on this one to let Ms. Anderson talk further with Mr. Neff.
Yes, Your Honor. Excuse me. Miss Anderson will not qualify for inpatient treatment without testing positive for substances or anything like that, but we were able to speak with her about her missing her appointments, and we kind of figured out what was going on there. So if you would like to talk to the judge for a second, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
And then we can move forward.
And do you have something you want to tell me, Ms. Anderson?
Yes, Your Honor. In the beginning, when I was getting into my therapy, I was having some issues with work. My supervisor wasn't allowing me the time off to take in my department, so I went directly to the boss, and he was unaware that that was going on, that she was not letting me take my appointments through the day. So he put a stop to it, and he said that I will not miss any more therapy or appointments or anything like that, that this will come first before work, and I won't miss any more at all, and he'll make sure of it.
Where do you work?
I work at the Cabell County Courthouse in the clerk's office.
Oh, okay. Well, in the circuit clerk's office?
No, sir, just in the county clerk's,
Okay.
with Scott Caserta.
So is that like probate record?
Probate, birth, death, deeds, records.
Okay. Well, this is serious business. I think you can tell from my last conversation with you.
Yes, sir.
So I want to see that reflected in the reports from now on.
Yes, sir, 100%.
You know, overslept does not have anything to do with your employer. So,
Unacceptable.
I would think when you're facing what you're facing, you wouldn't oversleep. So
Absolutely.
come back on February 3rd and let's get much better reports then.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Cody A. Kelly, case number CRB 18292, TRD 18628 A and B, CRB 16661.
This is on the sentencing docket. It was on sentencing for Monday. That got continued to today due to the bond being up. We're working on retiring these cases, and there was a payment made today.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If you can, sir, if you could set it, like I said, a little closer to like the first, or around the first or the third.
Mondays or Fridays?
It don't matter, whatever. It's closer to the third.
February 3rd.
February 3rd.
For sentencing, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Joshua Keaton, case number CRA 24811.
Joshua Keaton, they were doing an assessment with Hometown, I believe.
Yeah.
We need Joshua Keaton in the courtroom. And this, Mr. Stires is in the room.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, Joshua Keaton, we're recalling him.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that Hometown has a bed for him. He's willing to go there. So we just need to set a date back.
Okay. 24th, 2 weeks?
I'm here that day, Your Honor.
You waive time?
Yeah, we'll waive time constraints to accommodate that.
All right. January 24th for preliminary hearing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Kai Maynard, case number CRB 24478.
Josh, can I talk to you out here for a second?
All right, is Mr. Stratton legal?
I believe he has left, Your Honor.
That was a Grace was the one we talked about. Yeah. So he's got the.
Okay, I'm sending him a text. Okay, I was notified by Mr. Tarbin that Kai Maynard was given a pass to go home, came back to the counseling center in a vehicle that he drove himself, which was against the rules. He was supposed to be dropped off. He wasn't supposed to have a car. And that he tested positive for methamphetamine upon re-entering the facility, and then he left the facility. So he's not set until 17th, but I want to issue a warrant for him today for leaving the counseling center. And he's got a bond up. Okay. Excellent. I think. Yes, he has a bond.
I have the file here, Your Honor. I apologize. Bring forward.
Oh, that's on Barry? Okay. I'm working on Kyle Maynard right now.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I missed what you said about, he left on a pass or something and didn't.
He left on a pass to go to home is what I understood. He was supposed to be, I think he was picked up by his family. He was supposed to be dropped off by them. He was not at a point where he's allowed to have a car at the facility. He came back in a car by himself, which indicated to me he was ready to leave, had means of flight ready, and then he tested positive for methamphetamine upon re-entry, and then he left. So I'm notifying Mr. Sowers. He had texted that he was going to come in today on his own, but failed to appear, so I'm issuing a warrant for him today. So let's set a bond forfeiture. 17th, yeah. I don't want to wait that long.
Okay.
Bond forfeiture for the 24th. So that should be issued today, I'll comment.
State of Ohio recalls Tracy A. Berry at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 2514, A, B, and C.
Mr. Stier is the attorney, and he's had a chance to talk with Ms. Berry.
I spoke to Ms. Berry. I'm not clear what had been going on earlier in the day, but I could understand there was some dramatic issues happening at the jail. She seems cogent to me. She was making sense for the most part, a little agitated, but not to a degree that I would say isn't just sometimes normal folks that are in jail and not used to being there. She indicates she has a couple of different places she could go if she bonded out. She has a residence in Chesapeake that's listed on the paperwork. It's like 70 Township Road 124 is her listed address. She believes she could go there. She also has a father or grandfather in Huntington that she could go to. So I think she has places she could go. I don't, I need to look deeper into the case than I can do just based on that paperwork to really tell much beyond that. So I'm going to ask, I guess I don't know if she entered a not guilty plea already, but I would, if not, I would enter a not guilty plea on her behalf. I would ask that a bond be set. And she's local, so I'll ask for an OR bond and a relatively quick date back and, you know, kind of see from there where things go.
Thank you so much.
What's the state's position?
It's not out of a desire to keep this young lady in jail, but it just seems like her behavior is such that there's some concerning things. And if we just let her out of jail and not really knowing where she's going to be, I'm just afraid for her, particularly because of the bad weather and lots of things that are going on. The last series of events took place at the motel. The Comfort Inn, I believe. So I don't know if that means that she really doesn't have anywhere else to go, or what's going on.
I do, Your Honor.
Ma'am, let me speak on your behalf. She indicated that there was some friction at home, so she went and got a room to basically present to let there be some cooling off with her home in Chesapeake. I said, I told her, I said, if they let you out and you're gonna go back there and have further problems, that's not a place to go. Do you go somewhere else? She said, yeah, I can go stay with my grandfather in Huntington. My interactions with her aren't such that I don't think that she is, I think she's unstable. I recognize there's been some issues going on at the jail. I wasn't there to witness those. I think if we could.
Is it a family member or who's she been living with?
Well, I don't think it's actually a relative of her own that she's living with, but like a family friend is who she lives with.
That's my house and she lives with me.
So you own the house?
Yes, I'm the property owner.
Okay, well, she says she's the property owner of this home then.
Okay, I'm gonna let her go ahead and sign a
Thank you, Your Honor.
signature bond, so you're promising to come to court, and let's set it pretty quick.
I'm here Monday next week. I think I'm here Friday next week, so.
Let's do it next Friday.
I'm here both.
So, where's Township Road 24? I think I asked this before.
It's right across from the ambulance station. Not where you're at, but like right across from the library.
Oh, well, you can walk
Yeah.
here.
You have to walk there, yes, sir.
Okay.
Jerry Cooper's over there with me, but I own the house, and I just kind of give her some calm down time. We were both going through like girl issues.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you, ma'am.
Okay.
You need to not talk in court, please.
Okay, yes, sir.
Just I'm gonna let you out on a signature bond, which means you're promising to come to court as ordered, and I'm ordering you to be here next Friday. So 1 week from today, come to the court, and you should be here before 10 o'clock. And your lawyer will be here to talk to you then.
Do you have a cell phone number?
Yeah, yes, sir. It's not ever on because
That's not my question. Can you just give me the number?
220-240-1320.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a text message from my cell phone. If you're able to get on there and just respond to me, let me know you got out okay, I'd appreciate that. If it doesn't get turned on in that time frame, it's not the end of the world, just be here for court, but you'll at least have my phone number, okay?
Okay, so I guess I go home today?
Assuming there's nothing else holding you, which
thank you.
I don't believe there is.
And Your Honor,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your hearing's on the 17th, 1 week from today,
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Your
at 10
Honor,
o'clock.
we would want her to not go around the Comfort Suites.
Yeah, don't go back to the hotel. Okay,
All right, that's all.
thank you. Can I get that file back? I didn't copy it yet.
State of Ohio versus Buford Jones on the recall, case number TRD 20-2767 A, B, and C, TRD 2017-95 A and B, TRD 2016.
Have you thought of a date when you can come out and do community service? 20th.
Yeah.
That is...
Because I'm doing
No.
a felony court too, that's why I didn't know, that's why I couldn't.
No, you can't do it on the 20th, because that's a holiday. That's Monday, the 20th. And give me something before then.
Saturday.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I know Common Police Court does not do community service on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Will you be here tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay. Your next hearing is going to be, let's see. February 14th, Valentine's Day. Make it easy to remember. You gotta be here on Valentine's Day. And you're gonna pay $25 a day, right? 50, okay. Go see the clerk, you're released.
All right, thank you, sir.
You are.
Is he set for sentencing, Your Honor?
Sentencing, yeah, sentencing on 14th. You're welcome. Court's adjourned. That wasn't as bad as I thought.
This is what happened. Well, I think she was trying to rent a room. Really?
Yes, I think that's in there.
You should advise that the female was on the phone again making threats
Yes, I was.
to kill her.
Okay. I called it, that's it. I
That might be clerk.
I'm okay with it, won't work if we don't send her
The
back.
clerk advised that his name is Larry Sargent.
Not the clerk's name, though. I know it's kind of.
Oh, okay.
He's with the female, see, because Larry keeps on saying it.
Okay.